Hello students, welcome to Sant Tukaram National Model School and I am Mrs. Prabhawati Swami, your English teacher. Today we are going to learn a poem from second unit. Name of our unit is Turning Trash into Treasure. In this unit, we have learned already two lessons. The first one is a creative reuse and the second one is House of Tires. Definitely, this third unit is also the best example of turning trash into treasure. Now, let us think about it. How can we say that this poem is related or this poem is an example of turning trash into treasure? Because in first two chapters, we have seen creative reuse, the first creative reuse. The material or a product which is worthless, which is not functioning properly, when we do some creativity using our ideas and imagination, when we create something new, then that is the example of creative reuse. For example, CD case, for example, our CPU as a post box. These two examples are the examples of creative reuse. Then second lesson which we have seen, that is House of Tires. House of Tires is an example of an earth shape. Earth shape which is made up of rammed earth. Tires, truck tires, glass bottles and tins. By using these materials, we built a house which is totally friendly to our nature. Save energy, stop pollution. The best example is an earth shape. Now, today we are going to learn a beautiful poem written by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. A beautiful poem's name is The Village Blacksmith. The Village Blacksmith. If you see the picture of this man, he is our hero. He is today's hero, the village blacksmith. And on him only the poem is written by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. This poem is a representative of a common man's life, who is a kind person, who is a humble, who is very punctual, who is very prompt, who knows his responsibilities. He is none other than our hero, the village blacksmith. I know you are quite sure, you are quite surprised because you don't know about this traditional business. Because you know blacksmiths, they work in factories and industries. But my dear students, in those days, in olden days, blacksmiths were their own, they were doing their own business. They were having their own shops. And definitely they were important in those days in every village, because whatever the work which was regarding repairing of a particular equipment, particular material which people were using for farming or for other works, they were going to this man only, and this man was working at all for them. So like this, a common man's life is represented, described by the poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, who is an American poet. A very few poems you will get when you start to search. But in those days, his poems were very famous. His poems were very famous, right? When we come to the poem, then we can see there that this village blacksmith is a very a common characteristics person who is a businessman, who is a perfect father, who is a responsible citizen, and definitely who is very humble and kind person. Because this man or this blacksmith, whenever he start his work early in the morning, he was trying to finish up his work, whatever he was planning to complete his work. He was trying to work. Since morning to night, continuously he was working. And on every Sunday he was visiting village church along with his children. And there he was sitting and he was listening. He was listening good thoughts. He was listening whatever the Father was addressing to the people, as well as he was listening music, which was singing by music choir. And the special thing was there that in that music choir, his own daughter was also singing. And by listening such melodious song, he was getting one kind of energy, positive energy, and he was thinking to restart once again his life from next morning. So like this village blacksmith was living his life as a responsible father, as a perfect businessman, and as a perfect citizen of that village. So my dear students, in next period we are going to learn this poem stanza. Till then, you read the poem, enjoy the poem. Have a good day.